quarterback Tom Brady calling it a career again, and we think we think it's legit this time that he's actually going to stay retired. So I mean, what, 23 years, 7 Super Bowls, like he's one of the all-time greats.
I mean, as long as he is sure, I mean, I'm sure he knows that there's going to be a couple of teams coming after him because they need some major quarterback help. However, it does seem somewhat real. They're like showing that video of him going off the field the last time, for the last time, and he kissed his parents, and it's like, wow, he didn't do that before. But I mean, as long as he is sure, the one thing that does make you think a little bit is he made the announcement on the exact same day as he did last year.
Yeah, I think there's some people that are, holding out some hope maybe that he might come back. He might, wait till like June or July and be like, oh man, I think I still really want to play again. I think I still got more gas in the tank. But according to him, I mean, he's done it before, but according to him, he is really, really done this time.
Yeah, so we'll see.
So,
He might show up in the booth for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, he posted a short video on social media, not a lot of pomp and circumstance, just a quick video on social media announcing his retirement. And now, really, when you look across the NFL, Patrick, this should have a trickle effect because there's a lot of teams. I was one of those people that just assumed he was going to be playing in the NFL next season, and it wouldn't be in Tampa Bay. I just assumed he'd be somewhere else. The 49ers, the Raiders, there's a lot of different places I thought he might end up. So now what does this mean for the rest of the NFL as they're looking for quarterbacks? Does that mean, my guy Jimmy G and Derek Carr, like they're going to be more of a hot commodity because Tom Brady is now out of the mix?
I wish he would have waited a little bit longer. Right. That's what I was kind of alluding to because now the Packers are up in the air. The 49ers are up in the air. You know what I mean? The Titans have always kind of been up in the air. Where's Derek Carr going to go? The Raiders are up in the air. I wish he would kind of wait to see what's going to happen there. You know what I mean? Because what if it does turn out where he could kind of easily come and just run it for a year for Josh McDaniel?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the easiest possibility. I wish he'd be open to that. But he says he wants to spend more time with his family. If that is true, who am I to say anything?
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like we want to believe him, right? But we still want to hold the door open just a little bit, just in case, like if he gets that itch.
You know why? Because there's one thing we know. It's tough for these guys to let go, dude.
Yeah.
It's tough to let go, and we know it for sure. So we better get ready to hear a lot about Brady this offseason, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, too. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, the young one of the two, what is he, 39? He's going to be 40 pretty soon, so we don't know what he's going to be doing. So there could be a lot of quarterbacks on the move this offseason.
Going to be a lot of offseason QB talk.
And speaking of QB talk, my guy Brock Purdy, the quarterback of the 49ers, man, he tore his UCL in that game against the Eagles. So if you're unfamiliar with that, it's a ligament in your elbow. And if you watch baseball, you've heard of pitchers getting Tommy John surgery, which is nowadays, Patrick, you can get Tommy John surgery as a pitcher and bounce back relatively easily. But it's a long recovery time.
It is, but it's almost a badge of honor. They say once you get it done, then you kind of have robo-arm for a while. And I heard the 49ers are leaning on repairing his arm rather than doing some Tommy John. I would say, dude, let's go ahead and do the Tommy John, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're a young cat, but then you got robo-arm.
Yeah, I mean, and go ahead and nip it in the bud, right? Maybe you try to rehab it and give it rest or whatever it might take and try to come back without surgery. But I don't know, man. That kind of makes me nervous.
And you're already going to be out, dude, for a long time.
Yeah.
So you might as well just take it it's tough, dude, because you have to strike while the iron's hot. I get it, but you got hurt, dude. I would bite the bullet and get fixed.
And if he's going to do it, he's got to do it like now. Like he can't wait a couple months and then decide to do it because the recovery time, 49ers said 6 months. But realistically, you're probably looking at least 9 months, maybe a year to fully come back from something this significant. That's how bad his injury was in the in the Eagles championship game. And people were saying, at least he could have tried to throw a pass. Dude, he tore his UCL like he was not throwing that football.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, painful. All right, so from quarterbacks to head coaches across the NFL, Sean Payton, the former Super Bowl champion head coach of the New Orleans Saints, it sounds like he is going to the Denver Broncos.
Wow.
With your boy, Russell Wilson.
Everybody was turning down the Broncos job, and I think everyone's kind of turning down the Arizona job for the same reason. They don't want to deal with these quarterbacks that are stuck there.
Yeah.
However, I think Russell has to listen to Sean Payton. I think what happened in Denver is Russell Wilson came in there and he was calling all the shots and whatever. And I think it'll be better with Sean Payton in there. That ain't happening, dude. I actually think this could work if Russell can make the throws that Drew Brees can, because he's essentially about an inch shorter than Drew Brees. Yeah. And Drew Brees was insanely accurate. But I actually think this could work.
I'm with you. I think this could work as well. And if anyone, at least coaches who are available, if there's anyone that could make the Denver Broncos work as a whole with quarterback Russell Wilson, it would be Sean Payton. Like, he's the guy that would probably be able to make it work. And I guess we're going to find out. Maybe the Broncos will be relevant, because we all thought going into this past season that with Russell Wilson at quarterback, they were built to win right now. And now they're going to have a legendary head coach in Sean Payton, a Super Bowl champion. If he can't make it work, nobody's going to make this thing work in Denver.
Russell, listen to your coach, just like I tell my 11-year-old.
Yes, yeah, right? Whether you're 8 years old or 38 years old. Same deal. All right, Patrick, so we got a weekend before the Super Bowl, and this weekend we have I don't know if you call it the Pro Bowl festivities. That's not the traditional Pro Bowl. I don't know. Are you into it? Are you excited about it? Will you watch?
The game was always kind of a joke, right? You know what I mean? I mean, it used to be kind of fun back in the day when it was in Hawaii or whatever, because we always remember like Sean Taylor killing Maddox or whatever in that huge hit. But the game has turned into basically a flag football game. Yeah. So now I like how they just were upfront about it, and they're just going to do flag football. I have to say I'm going to watch it. And any skills competition, I am in for, dude.
Yeah, finally the NFL kind of leaned into it. I know that's a cliche everyone's saying right now, lean into it. But they finally did. They finally said, okay, we're going to stop swimming upstream against this whole thing that the players and the fans, they hate the Pro Bowl. The players don't want to go to it. It's been a long, hard NFL season. They're tired of getting hit. They're not, at the end of the year, they want to go on vacation or whatever. They don't want to go and play another NFL game. And the fans just weren't into it either. Like, I don't remember the last time I watched an actual Pro Bowl. The only All-Star game I really watch is the MLB All-Star game. For some reason, I'm always into that one. But, yeah,
that's a real game. The baseball game's an actual baseball game, though. The NBA game is not an actual game. It's an AAU basketball game. Outlet. No defense, no nothing.
Yeah.
Baseball deserves some credit for that. They actually play a game. It's kind of like golf. At least golf skin beats game or whatever. It's an actual game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. The NBA, they don't play any defense. It's just highlight reel dunks and putting up a bunch of threes. And the NFL, too. Listen, I get it. Like, you don't want to get hurt. It's been a long NFL season. A lot of guys turned down the offer, like the big stars turned down the offer to go to the Pro Bowl. So they kind of leaned into it. And they're like, okay, we're going to stop fighting this. Let's just go and give the fans what they want. We'll do something that the players might actually enjoy and have some fun with, too.
I like it.
So we got Pro Bowl festivities coming up this weekend. And finally, Patrick, the NASCAR season is right around the corner. You know, the Great American Race, Daytona 500, is in the month of February, in just a couple of weeks now. But they're going to kick everything off again in Los Angeles at the home of the USC football team, the Coliseum. The Clash at the Coliseum, man. It's a spectacle. How they build a racetrack inside the Coliseum where the football field is, it's amazing. But that's how we officially start the NASCAR season again.
Kind of some old school racing going on a little bit.
Short track.
It's kind of cool, dude. Remember, I mean, when it first came out, I have to admit, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Little Coliseum. And then I saw it. It's actually kind of fun, dude. It's actually kind of a fun little thing where, in the biggest market, people get a real good look at it, and it's such a famous place.
What I mean? What's funny too, Patrick, is when NASCAR rolls into Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, they always, NASCAR bills it as Hollywood, and we're going LA and this and that, all glitz and glamour. It's like, dude, the IE is not LA, man. We are not close to LA. We are not Hollywood. We're not any of those things. So finally, if they want to advertise a race as being Hollywood and the stars are out and all those sorts of things, this is it. It's in LA. It's at the Coliseum.
The Clash. We can talk about the Clash on Monday, but also we can talk about whether we liked the Pro Bowl with the flag football or not. My kids play flag football, so they're kind of pumped, dude. And see, I like that too. Just like I like the baseball all-star game. Mm-hmm. Kids are kind of getting into that. I'm down for that. Children need that stuff, Pep.
Yeah, hopefully the kids will get into it, and I guess we'll see in the TV ratings or maybe on social media how many engagements they get, with this Pro Bowl stuff.
We will talk to our guy Pep on Monday. Pep, tell him how to get your stuff.
Hey, get my stuff on Inland Sports right now. All kinds of local sports, including National Signing Day yesterday. So that's Inland Sports Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the Inland Sports YouTube channel.
Thanks, Pep. There it is, my man.
You're the man, Patrick. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, dude. Till Monday.
Until Monday, enjoy your Pro Bowl.